This is the golden era.
Yeah. LR. Let's cook. Yeah. Look. Lately it's been darkness, won't cry, no bridge over troubled waters. Gotta keep it pressing, learn to cherish every second. Cause life is like a salad, dog. Them lessons just a dressing, you should digest. Digression is never the answer, I just get better as the time go. 365 grind mode. If beats was known as legends, dollars, scale them bitches blindfold. Track press runner, injector, it's few that fit the mold. Known to keep it humble, but killing shit if the truth be told. Staying on point, like the tip on a fountain pen. Ready lifting up, I'm submerging the ink, I'm dipping in. Compensated for flows, I get paid for the hooks. He ain't out here like that, don't get caught up in looks. Got my business together.
Yo, what's going on, people? I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Golden Era Podcast, where we talk about hip-hop, the real shit, no bullshit, no fake beefs, no gossip, none of that bullshit. So if you're listening right now, obviously you already found us, but if not, check us out at goldenerapodcast.com or on IG at Golden Era Podcast. Also, looking in the background, you see some dope art back there in the background. That's for sale for show. DM me. Slide on in the DM for some prices and all that good stuff for the dope art. I'm going to try and change it up every couple episodes, get some different artists. So if you're a dope artist out there, holla at me. Go to the Golden Era podcast.com and send me an email from there or from the IG or just info at goldenerapodcast.com, and we'll get your art up on the website, all that good stuff. Today I got two special guests, a returning guest and one of my longtime homies, man. Did a lot of music together and dope shit like that. To my left I got my man Dari. Y'all know him from a few episodes. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's good, B?
It's a good word with you.
I'm chilling, man. Glad to be back once again.
For sure. You always
Straight
give us
up.
some dope conversation, man. You ain't on no Henny this time, though.
No, straight regular.
Yeah. And to my right, man, another dope MC, man. I got my man LR. What's going on?
What's good with it?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, chilling, man. Just here to chop it up, man.
Talk about some of this good hip-hop
Talk
shit.
about some of this good hip-hop, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So where can everybody find you at, man? Everybody know where to get Dari at, so you've been here before.
Man, everybody can find me at 414LR, FOE 14LR on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, yeah, all of that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So, what I like to do too on this podcast is, of course, everybody, most people that come on here are rappers and producers. So I like to try to get everything from a fan's perspective. Even though you're an MC, we still want to try to speak from a fan's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get into it from MC perspective because that's always going to fall into it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or a musical, engineer perspective or whatnot. But on this episode, this will be episode number 5. Shit's going good on this episode, man. We're going to get into Ghostwriters, how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? How, other people writing shit,
Yeah.
So we get into that just a little bit. I don't know how far that conversation going to go. We're going to get into producers. So the importance of a producer, different types of producers, you know what I'm saying? Do you like a producer to just send you beats, or maybe you like a producer to be in the studio with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the best way to, to tackle that situation? We're going to get into a new segment I want to try to do on every episode called Liner Notes. So it's the Golden Era Podcast, so that's where we from, the Golden Era. And back in the Golden Era, before we even listened to the tape, even while it was playing, we reading the liner notes. You know what I mean? What J album was that? He was in the intro on the J album. He was like, I know you in your car, riding with the windows down, He said, I know you got the CD in the deck. Y'all reading these liner notes. Man,
I know what you're talking about.
I think that was volume 3.
I don't remember which
Was
album.
that volume 3?
I think it was volume 3. Oh, the beat in the beginning. Oh, and he was like, you right. I think it was volume 3, yeah, in the beginning.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we did, man. Liner notes. We're gonna try and take like two albums, man, old or new, it don't matter, and just go through some liner notes, man, and you know, let people know who produced what, and like what we used to do, man. What sample was that? You know what I mean? You wanted to find out where they got that dope sample from. Liner notes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and then the main topic, top 10 producers. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Because the producer plays a dope role in hip hop, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a dope producer.
Got to.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Yeah, whether you a MC and you make your own beats, or you just need a producer, or you got a bunch of different producers making beats for you, the producer is, you know. So it's some legendary MCs, but without them legendary MCs, you know, you got to have some legendary producers too.
Yeah, that's the foundation.
Yeah, man, yeah. So that's what the topics we're gonna get on. What I want to start out with first, though, of course, you already know, Dari, man. What you got in your playlist, man? What you been listening to over there?
Yo, this nigga.
Cause you always have some wild shit. You always do. Just watch, yo. This nigga got some. He be having some wild shit, B. He put me onto a couple that I was like, who the fuck is that? And I listened to him, I'm like, okay, that shit was dope. So yeah, who you got this time, man?
No, right now, you know this nigga. You told me earlier, this nigga Willie the Kid.
Willie? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Dark Man, little brother. What's this shit called? Midwest Willie.
Talking about they used to run with drama.
Yeah,
from
Michigan.
yeah.
From Michigan and
Yeah,
shit.
dog, man.
Yeah, he dumb nice.
Nice.
He got his
bro.
own style. Niggas can't fuck with him.
Yeah,
man.
he's man.
On the real. But that, you know what I'm saying? I've been banging that Cambada still.
Still on your Cambada?
Yeah.
I saw a video, I think, the other day. I know you sent me some, man, but I'm not really big in YouTube. I don't really know how to float. I mean, I know how to float around YouTube. I'm just so used to Spotify. Like, I click on that shit, bam, there it go.
Mm-hmm.
But it came up a video of him and somebody else. It came up on my Instagram. I can't think of
Yeah, I
what it
probably
was.
just watched that. It might be Loaded Lux. You know
I think
what I'm
that might
saying?
have been what it was.
He got some shit with Loaded Lux, like a remix that's fire. They
That
shot
might
a
be
video.
what it was.
Yeah, but other than that, my son, you know what I'm saying, Atleek, and my cousin Zuko, you know, we just got back on deck.
Zuko.
Yeah, we just got back on deck too, so he's spitting that fire.
Oh,
That's
okay.
pretty much it.
Oh, all right. That's what's up. Eli, what you been on, man?
Man, I lately, bro, I've been checking out. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but this cat, Jack Harlow.
Jack or
Jack.
Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow.
Jack
I've been
Harlow.
hearing that name.
Yeah,
dog.
he out of Louisville.
Yeah.
And he been running with Drama, bro.
Oh, okay.
He been running with Drama, but I actually met the cat maybe like 2 years back when I did a run to Kentucky. When we did that run to Kentucky, meet up with Cat.
Yeah.
And he, you know, cool cat, bro. But bro, he's super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Suburban kid. You know, but just got a way of putting. You know, he's got a nice flow,
Put
bro.
shit
But he's
together.
not.
Okay.
He's not necessarily like following the. I like him because he's not following the, you know, the trends or the gimmicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he kind of
yeah.
like his own lane. Then it's kind of like with Drama behind him. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a nice little
That
mix
little
up for
stamp.
Drama.
Yeah,
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 you know what I'm
little-
saying? It kind of like I kind of want to say if I had to put him in like a lane, kind of like I kind of put him over there with like Mac. You know what I'm saying? With Mac Miller.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? But kind of like maybe like yeah, I would say yeah, because Mac used to do like the melodies and
all the melodies
stuff
and harmonies
sometimes like that.
sometimes,
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dog, this cat, yeah, man, he cool. And he actually just got a nice little look from Swiss and Alicia Keys, bro.
Oh shit.
Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Well, Swiss caught Alicia Keys like dancing
to one of his songs.
to the song.
So he like,
you
get my
know,
boo listening to
you
this
know
shit.
what I'm saying?
Oh.
And I saw a side high like, dog, look,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? So
Cosign.
yeah, I thought that was dope, bro. And of course, yeah, and then that's crazy because yeah, side high, bro. I like
Yeah, that what side? He just dropped another one or
the
something.
last one. I'm still on the last one, bro.
Yeah,
no dope on Sunday.
No dope on Sundays. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying,
That
bro?
been out.
He
Yeah, okay.
he
That been out for a
ridiculous,
minute,
bro.
yeah.
Like, but I like sitting with. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't like rushing through.
Oh, I have albums,
yeah.
man. I be stuck on for a while.
Yeah,
I get you.
I just like sitting with records sometimes, bro. Like
some shit just that dope.
Yeah. And Saha just dog so retarded, man.
Yeah, he dumb nice.
He just you know what I'm saying? He just nice with it, bro. So I kind of been like stuck in between right there.
Yeah,
I kind of been listening to the new Tip a little bit, you know, the Dime track, but you know, man. Other than that, who else was I on? I can't think his name right now.
Yeah, man, the podcast give you brain freeze, my nigga.
I can't think his name, but he nice though. Vince Staples.
Oh, Vince. Oh, okay.
Dog nice.
West Coast, right? Yeah.
Vince Staples is nice, bro.
Yeah,
Young brother.
Yeah. Dog is nice.
Oh, okay.
Dog, and of course I'm still on Victory Lap. I'm still on the Nipsey
Hussle. I couldn't get into that album though, man.
Really?
I think it's because he a West Coast cat, so I was expecting West Coast music, and it's not really West Coast music. I mean, as far as the production, some of it is, but some of it is like a mix of trap / new age. You know what I mean?
But still kind of like
I feel what you're saying, because I heard some of it. You know what I'm saying? He got a few videos.
Still kind of like a fresh sound.
It's still
it's still knit.
It's West Coast.
Like,
I mean, but it's like
still. But he definitely got some different flavor.
Hey, but one thing about him, he talk, not to cut you off, fam. One thing, he be on some, grown man shit. For lack of a better word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He always making sure like he dropping on the youth and he about dropping business and shit.
He always dropping some game. Like
he's a man's man. You know what I mean?
So I, just off that, it be making me want to tune in to what he gonna do next.
Yeah.
Like, and then just the way, just his approach that he take. You know what I'm saying? Like to the game, like his whole approach is just like it's like
on the real.
You gotta open the door for him, like
super independent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Because like I said, for me, man, we was talking before we started recording. Like I like when cats have dope lyrics, but I gotta have a dope beat too,
right.
And the music gotta catch me as well. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely different, production wise.
I mean, it's dope
like for him, but it was dope to see him come out of that, Yeah.
But my ear is just, I don't know, it just didn't work. It didn't work for me the way some people like talking about it like religiously, like I'm like, I guess,
yeah.
But probably some shit I might think of religiously like that. Somebody be like,
I definitely think it's probably his best besides Mailbox Money. It's probably his best.
Well, yeah, most people say this one is his best one.
Yeah.
So, so.
That's why he made Jay-Z cop a few of his joints.
Yeah, when he selling like $100 a pop, that one he was selling.
That was love.
Bought 10 of them.
Yeah. So, what else? That's all you been on, man? What else you been on, man? You listen to new shit, man?
Me?
I said me.
I don't pay. I listen, bro, but I don't really. I try not to get oversaturated with shit, bro.
Well, yeah, as a fan, you don't want to just be listening to the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, but it's a lot of music out. These niggas putting out music in rapid.
Oh, it's rapid fire, yo.
It's rapid.
Skirt.
So it's like, bro, and it's like, I'm not shit, bro. I'm 33, bro. I'm not 19, 20. Like, so I'm not listening to this shit. Yeah. I don't got enough time in the day, bro, to play niggas.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, the motherfucker dropped 5 singles in 1 week.
Yeah.
I ain't even got to the first one yet because I'm still on the EP that you put out a month ago.
See, for me, when I listen to stuff, man, I like when cats drop albums, yo. Like, if you just gonna keep dropping singles, I'm probably not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
I want to hear albums. So I'll stick to mostly albums when cats drop albums.
Yeah.
I don't really watch videos. I don't even be knowing if cats dropped a video for their album. I don't even be knowing. I just want to know when the fucking album coming out.
Yeah.
That's all I be wanting to know,
It's just so OD now. It's an overdose.
Yeah, man. I be like, dog, let me rest.
Let me let this one right here marinate on my brain for a little bit.
Let me chill. Like, come on, man.
But what's dope is like niggas that you grew up on, and that's part of the the plethora of shit that constructed the whole golden era.
The legacy artists, man.
Yeah, like Redman. Niggas are still waiting for Muddy Waters too.
And they still doing their thing though.
Do or Die too. Like, I'm still waiting for that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope.
Yeah,
man. I'm just, I don't know, I guess you could say shit old fashioned, A little bit. I'm old school shit. Officially, like
I say you officially stepped into that stage.
Yeah,
huh?
you know, I can't. Yeah, bro. It's like I'll be listening to some of this. I'll be like, man.
Yeah, you officially graduated.
I'm
man.
officially on the other side.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
side
saying? I'm
now.
like, so yeah, man.
You
I
walked to
can't-
the top of that mountain, and now you coming on down.
Yeah, man. I can't. Yeah, man. I can't get jiggy with this shit. We did all that.
You can't tee up.
I can't tee up, man.
You can't tee up.
I can't tee up. You know, yeah, man. Hey, that's how I know too. That's how I know I'm trans because some of the terminology.
Yeah,
I'll be
you
like,
gone.
I'll be like, what? Like what?
That last episode, man, we were talking about that slang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were talking about all kind of different, just especially like in the Midwest, because you know we grew up on everything,
Yeah.
so we have a mixture of all type of slang. You might hear me say "son," "word."
Yeah,
you might hear
yeah.
me say all
That's
kind
the
of shit.
beauty.
You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yep.
You might hear me bag. You know, like
Right.
we were talking about how I think one of the things on there, the main was like, "Dog, what do you call Air Force Ones?" It was like, "What Dookies, nigga? We call
Right.
them Dookies, you know?
Dookies, yeah.
you know." So,
Dookies, yeah. On the real.
so, but yeah, we was talking about shit like that on the last episode.
Yeah.
Man. So, but yeah, for me, man, like I said, I got the playlist I do. So if any of y'all listening, man, follow the playlist on Spotify. It's called the Golden Era Podcast. What did I name it? Yeah, it's called the Golden Era Podcast playlist, man. So if you got Spotify, you can listen to and follow along with what I got going on over here on the new stuff come out. I drop it in there. So if y'all trying to find new shit, follow that playlist, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this week, man, I got the one I was trying to tell you about before, Dari, Alchemist dropped. It's like a little EP called Lunch Meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 6 songs, and then he put the instrumentals on there. So I've been rocking to that shit, man. What's the other one?
I need to hear that.
That Ghostface Lost Tapes.
Yeah, I just listened to that like a day ago. That shit's banging.
Yeah,
on the real.
yeah, that shit sound like some
All them
old-
samples and shit,
Man,
dog.
it's
Them
that
kung
old-
fu samples was giving me goosebumps and
It's
shit,
that old
dog.
gritty shit, yo. That
Straight
Wu-
up.
and it sounds like a Wu-Tang album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Ghost, he'll venture off and do other production type
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
the production on here, you can tell RZA didn't do none of it. But like the sound of it sounds like some Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Vintage.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably why I call it the Lost Tapes. So
Yeah.
you like Torre, LR? You listen to Torre?
No.
Dog, get on some Torre, yo. He got an album with Praise. Producer, his name Praise, man. He did a lot of shit with Sky Zoo.
I think that's what your husband.
It's called
I think
All-
he sent me that.
It's
like
called
2
All
nights
Praise
ago.
Do. The album called All Praise
Yeah,
Do.
that is. Yeah,
And that's
the
what he sent me.
producer's
I didn't
name?
even
The
click on it
producer's
yet.
name is Praise.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I didn't even click on it yet.
Wait
Your
till
husband
you
sent me
click-
that.
Wait till you click on it.
He sent
You
it to
gonna
me
be like,
2 nights
oh,
ago.
shit.
He sure
And it's
did.
an EP too, dog, so it's short, man. You can listen to it and ain't like fucking 20
Yo, this
songs and
nigga
get
been-
fucking bored.
This nigga
That's
don't play with
why
that
he-
shit. Hey, every time I think about putting out some shit now, I'm like, make sure, fam, you don't make it too long now.
Yeah,
fam.
dog.
We on a new era, son. Like, you got to just hit them with a little quick hollow tip and bounce. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can have 19 songs if they are like a minute and 45 seconds
Man.
long and shit.
But like when you look like that new Styles P we was listening to,
Yeah.
it's like 33 minutes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Perfect.
45, 30,
Like
45
the
minutes.
Styles and East.
No,
No,
he
not
just
that
dropped
one.
one
Oh.
today called Dying
I gotta
Bag.
get into that. I gotta get into the Styles.
I
and
want to
East.
hear that too. They got busy on Funk Flex. They got busy. That
Man.
nigga East got so busy on the real. He got super busy.
Man, yeah, I
So-
gotta get it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's that one came out. That's the other one I put in there today too, man. The Styles Dime Bag.
Okay.
That just dropped today. So if
Yup.
y'all listening to
I gotta
this
get into that
podcast-
too, then.
Yeah, by the time y'all listen to this podcast, it'll probably be like 2 weeks old by then. But yeah, it's called Dime Bag.
Yup.
And I'll be all the way into it then.
Smoke
but what
that for
I'm really
breakfast.
on is Apollo Brown, Joel Ortiz, yo.
Absolutely.
That fucking Mona Lisa. That shit is dope.
I ain't
man.
heard it.
Man. It's
Man.
called Mona Lisa.
Soulful.
Yo.
I got some shit to listen to.
Nah, man. Yeah, you got some shit that if you got Spotify, man, follow the playlist, my brother. It's all in there. Who else? Alchemist dropped one with Freddie Gibbs and Currency. It was Spitter. So that's a little EP too, man. It's like 6 songs. It's called
Yup.
Fetty. So I just got into that, man.
That's another underrated cat, man.
Currency.
Yo,
Yeah, man, he dropped. You know, I like how too, man. So he
I like
dropped,
how he
man.
dropped though. Like I like how he
he could do what he wanted to do.
I like how he moved too.
Yeah, he's super
he did
cool.
one, man. Was it last year? Maybe 2 years ago. It was real. It was more down southish, man. That shit was so motherfucking cold, man. I'm gonna have to look it up again. That shit was cold as hell.
Yeah, I like dog whole movement.
Me
like,
too.
You know,
since he was with Wayne, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? His whole flow, his whole swag. I'm like, this nigga,
bro.
he's a superb nigga.
He dropping a mixtape, go on the road for about 3 months, come back home and get back in the car shop. Type shit. Like that's the life, dude.
3 albums a year type shit. But what I liked about when he started doing like the EPs, man, just short shit. You know, 6, 8
straight
songs,
to the point.
Bam, and then like a couple months later, another one. Bam. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to put 16 tracks on the fucking album, Like,
and he dope, and they be dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
it don't be like trash.
Yeah, what's the point of having all that
throwaways
motherfucking filler and shit? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need all that fucking filler and shit. Just put out the dope cuts you got. And if it's only 8 of them, it's fucking only 8 of them.
Yep.
You know, I'll take that 8. And where I ain't got to keep skipping and get to the dope shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Cats be acting like it's it's a rule book on that shit.
Yeah, that is true.
It's a free for all.
I gotta have 15.
Yeah,
I gotta have 19, bro. It gotta be 19 because they might not like 8. Like
what?
Yeah, like. They probably not gonna like 19.
They ain't gonna like 19.
Far,
they never gonna like 19.
Nobody gonna like 19.
Yo, everybody attention span is real short now.
Yeah.
So you only got a second to strike. You got to be like a cobra.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like
hit them with the venom.
Back in the day when moms, you know what I'm saying, bought the albums, or like when Pac, when Pops bought me a Pac, like it was like shit. You weren't gonna see another album for like so you was gonna sit with that motherfucker in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like so you wasn't worried about Nas dropping next week. And you know what I'm saying?
No, that nigga still take forever. On the
you want to worry about that shit, so you had time to marinate.
Cats dropped the album once a year.
Yeah.
It was once a year,
and that's all it took.
It was rare, motherfucker did 2 albums in a year.
Yeah, that was
Even with movies
Pac
now,
did
it's like that.
When Pac dropped the 2 in 1 year, it was Machiavelli. In 96, it was Machiavelli, and then I think the Don Illuminati thing. One of the theory or something. Yeah. Like, that was one of the first times Cass dropped like a 2, in one.
The double disc.
This wasn't a double disc, no. He dropped the one album in the beginning of the year, and then he dropped another album. Yeah, DMX, and his was
remember that shit?
He did the 2 in 1 year.
Yeah, like Flesh of My Flesh or some shit.
Yeah, he had the 2
back to back,
number 1 albums in the same year. Yeah.
He was, he just was ripping shit up when he came out.
Yeah, when Cass started doing that, that was like one of the first times Cass did that, man. Dropped 2 albums in 1 year, and not like no EP, like 2 albums. Album, full everything, videos, all that shit, everything,
skits,
everything. Yeah.
And Pac was the first nigga to drop a double CD. All Eyes on Me was the first double CD in music ever, I think.
Not, I'm sure,
or in hip hop,
rap,
maybe in rap. I might have that shit wrong.
Maybe.
Fact check that. You know
we're
what I
gonna have
mean?
to get somebody in here who want to be an intern, somebody come work the computer,
a young bull.
Fact check. You know what I'm saying? Have to get somebody to do that. But yeah, that's what I've been on, man. In the playlist, like I said, follow the playlist, man. Golden Era Podcast new album playlist. Follow that shit, man. Stay up to date with all the dope shit. Another segment I'm gonna add. It's going to be a short podcast, though, man. Probably like 15 minutes. Me and my brother, man, we're going to do album reviews. But we're going to pick 2 albums. It might be 2 dope albums. It might be 1 dope album and some whack shit. Like, you can't always fucking review all the dope shit.
Let me come back for one of the whack ones.
Yeah, dog. Hell yeah. We because I got one.
I want to come back.
I got one. We're going to the first one. I already know the first whack one I'm going to do. We'll listen to it earlier. Don't say nothing, though. That shit was laughable at best. Man.
Quarter machine rap.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, man.
But you can't always talk about the dope shit because it's whack shit out here.
Yo, which brother? ATL, bro?
Yeah, Marcus, yeah.
Peace to the OG.
Yeah, we're going to do that, man. I can't get Mook over here yet, man. They married with kids and shit, man, so they ain't got no free time.
I ain't seen Mook in a minute.
Yeah, he married.
T-shirts is fire, though. Shout out to Free Soul.
Yeah, it's Free Soul.
That's my word.
Man.
He's doing his thing most
T-shirts.
thoroughly.
You hollered at my brother, didn't you, dog? Did you hit him up? Did you get them shirts made? Or did you even?
Not yet.
You didn't get them made? Okay. Well, y'all ended up leaving out of town.
I still got to
anyway.
I ended up going out of town, but I got to get a logo, final logo.
Yeah,
made.
for sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. It's on the way, though.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to, man. That's been the all the good shit. So y'all, like I said, follow that, get on that, man. Check out some of these new cats if you ain't listened to them. Listen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so moving right along, man. Let's get into how do you cats feel about ghostwriting, man? You know what I'm saying? Because that was a big topic for a little while in hip hop. Ghostwriting and people writing for you and shit like that. And if people remember, well, most people don't remember. And back in the early 80s, man, and late 80s, people was writing
that
people
shit was
rhymes,
going
man.
on.
Big Daddy
Yeah.
Kane was writing Biz Markie rhymes.
Grandmaster Cass.
It was that stuff was going down back then. So
Wrote for Sugar Hill.
yeah, and you have different MCs from them times. They all think of it different. Some completely against it. Some is just like, hey, that's what happened. You know what I mean? So what you think about that, LR, man? What you think about like ghostwriting or just having people help write? Because I worked on projects with Cass, man, and I don't know if I would ever let anybody say, hey, yeah, let somebody write your raps, but we would bring writers in for certain stuff. So I know you write for other people with certain stuff and do stuff with people. So how you feel about it?
I never wrote for another MC.
Yeah.
So that I never been approached with, before. But
would you do it though? Would you do it though?
For the cheddar, I would. For the bread.
Well, yeah, the bag gonna make you do.
If the terms, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not. I'm not gonna do it for no. I'm just might as well put this shit out there. I'm not gonna do it for no person that's whack.
Yeah, just some whack dude he just can't rap. Yeah, he just can't rap at all.
He can't even keep a
beat and shit.
keep the beat. He can't even stay on
Twist
beat.
your bars all up and shit.
Fuck your shit all up.
That's true too.
Yeah, I'm not.
I agree with that.
Now that I would be totally against it. But if you somebody that actually know how to rap, you know what I'm saying, then it's kind of different. But at the same time, man, even now, when I'm writing for other people, I still want to. I still encourage them to be like, hey, give me a little piece.
Yeah, so what you thinking about, man?
Right here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
there
I just
go.
want because at the same time I feel like it's kind of encouraging them to be like, look, dog, you can do this too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What's on your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Some idea. Put some. What idea you want?
They're just trying to spark it in them, like, dog, you might not need this. You know what I'm saying? But then I had worked with people where, it's like, whoa,
they need this.
Okay, I see what you.
Let me go ahead and give you this prescription quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as I don't I'm the era I was born in, man. I'm 80s baby.
Yeah,
I was born in 85, bro. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to come up and be able to remember the real shit that I heard, you know what I'm saying, coming up that my family played around me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I hear, when I think about that rap, that kind of, motherfuckers like Pac and Hove and coming up, and listening to Nas and shit like that, bro, and you listening to these niggas how they spitting, and then I don't like the rapper that is popping shit like he that kind of rapper. He that rapper, but then when he go in the studio, he like, can you help me?
Can you help me do
right here, bro? I can't even. Hey, I ain't good at hooks either.
I done seen niggas like that in person.
Yeah. I ain't good with hooks,
you know what I'm saying?
But,
I'm talking about be popping. I see cats now that they be on social media. They be talking cash. Oh, I'm the coldest, and I'm the this, and I'm the, and I be like,
nigga gotta punch every bar.
Yeah. And I'll be like,
every bar, literally.
I was like, bro, I done been in the studio with niggas, bro, was laying one verse, and it probably took an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I've recorded people like that before.
Yeah, so it's, and it's like, dog, it's like you don't those are the ones I don't respect. So when it comes to that shit, like if that dude called me and be like, hey, can you write this shit? No, don't even hit my line.
No,
don't even hit. I don't respect you at all. Like, don't even hit my line. Like, you might as well not even do it. Like,
real. Get some lines before you hit my line.
Yeah, get some
nigga.
lines before you hit me. Like, but
just go sniff some lines.
I don't know, man. Like, I believe when dope people come together, you can come out with some dope shit.
Yeah, you can come up with some.
But don't.
I think of it as an artistic thing, man. Know? Like, I think of it more an artistic way. Yeah, you could be this cat I'm just this hardcore MC.
Yeah, right.
I don't even write my rhymes.
Right,
I just go into the booth. I don't even write, shit like that.
Yeah, nigga, I pull them out my thoughts.
I mind beam my shit right to the motherfucker. Right. I mind beam my shit right to the Pro Tools, son. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need no microphone.
Right.
X-ray vision.
Yeah, my shit goes right to the hard drive, son.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
But the artistic form of it, man, like you said, when you want to put together something dope, it ain't always just one person. You need other people to help you do shit. You know, you need a dope producer. You need somebody maybe to help you write your hooks. You know, see, for me personally, man, the ghostwriting thing, like I say, I came up in a time where it wasn't as frowned upon as it is now. Because everybody wants to be such a purist.
Yeah.
But even the cats that came up who created this culture, they will tell you a whole different story about ghostwriting and writing rhymes for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't looked at like a crutch.
Yeah,
like per se, like back in the day, like it was like, oh shit, we just made some dope shit.
It was a group of cats that made some dope shit.
Yeah, and that's all. That's how everybody felt about it. Like nobody was like,
and if you could perform it better,
yeah.
So basically, like the perfect example, Big Daddy Kane and Biz Markie. Big Daddy Kane couldn't do what Biz Markie wanted to do,
right? But
Biz Markie couldn't write the rhymes that he needed for Kane to write for him,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And he didn't write all the Biz Markie shit, but he wrote,
yeah,
and he would write it, but Biz could perform it in a way like he needed that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That created his character. He had the character. He just didn't have the lines at the time, I guess, for what really needed to be done.
And shit is like, look at shit. Like, look at Easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Easy and Cube shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga wasn't writing. Like,
Cube was writing that shit.
He pulled it off, though.
He performed that shit.
He could pull it off.
Yes.
And he could, when he did it and when he said it, certain flows, it was like, damn, that sound right with Easy doing it. And it was bangers.
And it sounded like it was supposed to be him.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they
he don't lose no credit for that shit.
No,
all that shit
not
is
at
dope
all.
as
Because
fuck.
nobody never thought of him as an MC.
Right.
Nobody ever.
Like when people hear Puffy rhyming, ain't nobody finna be like, yeah, we putting Puffy in our top 10, son.
Yeah,
no,
it's like the homie that's just kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
You know he's the entertainer. He not no MC.
Right.
MC.
Right.
He
ain't here for that.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't here for that.
Want to battle you niggas, man, out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, so... Yeah, I get that. Yeah. See, like I look at it more like that, like the performance aspect. Flavor Flav, right? Flavor Flav wasn't writing no damn rhymes, man. Bushwick Bill, he wasn't writing no rhymes, but he was an integral part of Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys, yeah.
Bushwick
Willie D was writing that shit.
Yeah,
I'm sure he wrote some of his rhymes, but Willie D was writing his shit.
Yeah, see, I ain't know that. I ain't know that. You know what I mean?
Willie D used to come up with pretty much like all the concepts of the songs for Ghetto Boys and shit too.
Because he's the OG. I follow his YouTube channel.
Me too.
IG,
he boxed Grandmaster Flash, right? Not Grandmaster Flash. From the Sugar Hill gang, not the Sugar Hill gang.
I don't know. I ain't never seen that shit.
But he boxed one of the OGs. I think of it. You know what I mean? He beat his ass.
I love Willie D, man, because that's the OG, man. Shout out Willie D.
He be keeping it 100.
Dog, that motherfucking dog on IG, like on his page, if you say some shit in there, he will get at you, yo, like, and he'll go back and forth with you, dog, cuss your ass out, all that shit, yo. Shout out Willie D, OG nigga, dog, straight up, man.
Melly Mel.
You are Melly Mel?
Yeah.
For real?
You can see it on YouTube, G. Because you know Melly Mel cock Diesel, so
I don't want to see that.
Willie D dug in him, no.
I don't want to see that at all. I do not want to see that at all.
Yo, but I wanted to say this, my nigga. Speaking of ghostwriting,
how you feel about it, man? The writing, ghostwriting. Because like I said, I think of it an artistic form of, okay, so I'll just perfect example, album I did with somebody. And before we even started recording, I said, man, how you feel about writers? you know. Yeah. And the first thing he said was, "Oh man, whatever," you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna write my rhymes, but if you want to bring other people in and say write hooks, you know what I'm saying? Come up with song concepts, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Hell, fucking yeah, let's do it. So I look at it like that, and like you said though, like if you an MC, dog, like if you out here claiming to be an MC,
right?
Like if you ain't out here claiming to be an MC, you just dancing around.
Different.
But if you out here claiming to be an MC,
right? That's why I'm like, if you out here,
I don't want to hear nothing about nobody writing no rhymes for you, yo. But if you ain't out here claiming to be an MC and like how all these young cats are, I ain't no rapper. Well, you are a rapper, motherfucker. Right. But
and it's just an excuse to put out the bullshit.
To put out the bullshit they put out. I ain't no rapper. You are a rapper.
I never said I was no lyricist, so I don't care if I sold 30,000.
Yeah, like, but if you claim to be an MC,
nigga, you sold 30,000 because you whack in real life, nigga.
If you claim to be an MC, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no ghostwriting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. Like, so I feel like. If a motherfucker approach me, it's like, nigga, I do this shit. So, nigga, ain't nobody never rush shit for me, so don't get me fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, but then in some cats, like I said, they be popping shit, but then it's like, oh yeah, shit, man, you should write something right now. Shit,
you should write something right now.
Motherfucker be like, oh shit. Bro, why don't you just send me the beat and then shit, I can.
That's how niggas be sounding too.
Shit, I can get back at you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I can just send it to you. Shit, that's because they got to go hit up Quentin Miller.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How you feel about it, Jari, man? Writing, man. You know, I know you ain't got nobody writing your shit, but how you feel about just that whole part of hip hop, man, and writing rhymes for other people and shit like that?
And my bad, I don't want people to get offended neither. That. Cause I'm sure somebody gets sore over that shit. Like I don't want nobody getting butthurt thinking I'm making fun of people that take their tracks home and write. Cause that's not what I do that too. But that's if you gonna really take it home and really write to the motherfucker, not go home and call your homie like, hey nigga, remember the last time when you helped me, bro? I need you to do the same thing.
Same thing last time. Same thing as last time.
Same thing as last.
Right, the same thing as last. I need you to plug me one like you did that
like
one
the
time.
Same sack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get the same sack.
Get that same strand.
Right.
That fire.
Yo, but I was gonna say, like, when I found out that Nas wrote Getting Jiggy with it,
with Will Smith,
that
stuff
fucked me up. But then when I listened to it, I'm like, I hear it.
Dog,
I hear it.
When you say it back to yourself, like when you get to listen,
you can hear it. But look, I think like this, dog. Like if you were an entertainer, it's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but if you claim to be a lyricist or a poet or MC, then it's not cool. It's like a director, I think. Like a director, he only interprets the shit. Yeah. So he's like the entertainer. But the motherfucker that wrote the story, that would be the ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying?
He's the ghostwriter for the director.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. You can't come out like you just. So now, when it come to Drake, I feel different now. Like when I listen to him, I feel different.
I do
know what
too,
I'm saying?
bro.
It fucks me up because when I first heard him, I'm like, man, this nigga flow is so clean.
He used to have bars and shit. Like he used to like, man, this nigga got bars, yo.
And now when I listen to him, he delivers so beautifully.
Yeah,
but like, is he writing this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's like,
because it was like I'm not a big Drake fan at all, but it was times like when I heard, because I'm not a big fan of rappers who sing and shit like that. So, but when he would like rhyme and he would like really spit bars, I'm like, this nigga could really spit bars. Why the fuck is he singing?
5 a.m. in Toronto.
Yeah, like why is this nigga
that's
singing?
The hardest shit I ever heard him spit.
Yeah. Why are you singing?
He can't rap,
because you was spitting, but then you
rap.
find out that somebody else was writing that
right.
shit. So now it's like,
so you just an entertainer now.
And now it's like,
so now,
damn,
like you
it's
said,
like,
you look at it different. You like, okay, now you just take it with a grain of salt.
Right. Because you are an actor.
You
know what I'm saying?
It's like now I just
it's
like now I just grade the now I just grade the songs as a whole.
Yeah, just
I'll be like, oh, that's a good record.
Yeah, that's a good record.
That's a good record. Like,
it's
but
hip hop now.
That's a good song.
I don't even focus on it. I'll be like, that was, man.
He had some bars in there.
Whoever was in there that day, shit. You know, like
you ain't sitting up like, man, that was
not trying to take nothing away. Like the dude is talented. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but
man,
it's like,
I'll take something away. I don't care.
I mean,
fuck that shit.
You know,
nah, man.
I don't know what's real and what ain't. No more.
On that note too, when you said take some more, that made me think like. Was that ever a part of like it was like no biting, no this, no that, no ghostwriting? Was that ever a part of it? It should have been. It should have been kind of.
I feel like it was. But it was because it was
I feel like
Because
it had
you
to
had-
be because
it
you
was.
had battle rapping back then.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I'm saying? So
But
there
it
had
was-
to be some kind of.
Because you still, even back then, you had the cats who was claiming they was dope MCs and they was out there proving they was dope MCs, but then you also had the same thing, cats who was just entertainers, and they, you know.
Yeah.
So that was around back then too. It just wasn't as much of it as it is now.
And then then we got
You know
so
what I mean?
much. We got
So
so
that
much,
was still there.
Yeah, we got
It's just
different
so
stuff
much.
that
It's just
didn't
so-
exist back then. You know, now we got everybody can run to the internet and everybody can go get your reference track. And
Plus, it's just
leak it
so
to the,
much.
Like it's just so much, bro.
And it's so many people.
Yeah.
It's so many motherfuckers rapping.
It's so many.
So many.
Like everybody got a T-shirt now.
Yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
Yeah.
yo.
Like everybody got a T-shirt. Remember when you thought you was the shit when you was coming out with your own tees?
Yep.
Now everybody got a T-shirt, nigga.
Yeah, there we go. Give me that. Yeah, no, just give me the spark. Yeah.
Oh, let me see that. Oh, okay. I thought you
But yeah, man, that's so, ghostwriting. I mean, I don't got no problem with that shit, man. If you got somebody, but just don't be out here claiming to be no MC, yo. If you got people,
That's my
Yeah.
only thing. That's the only time I got a problem with it.
Yeah.
But if you ain't out here one of them people and you claiming it, then I'm cool. I'm cool if you be like, oh, so and so wrote on this for me. Well, oh, okay, bro, shit.
Yeah,
Right, okay,
go
that's
for it.
Hey, you just making music, but I mean, me personally, I'm just you ain't write nothing for me. I don't even. I ain't even let nobody write a hook for me. Like so.
Yeah.
But it's that's only because I can do it all. Like
Yeah,
I
you
can do it
can
all
do it all,
myself.
yeah.
But not saying, but
agree-
not. But
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? But not saying I won't.
Right.
You know, like I can
Right.
write hooks.
I'll do it, yeah.
But I might can't make it sound right. So I might be like, well,
Right.
shit, man. Let me call this girl so she can.
Yeah,
you know
or
what
a
I'm saying?
nigga don't sing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Or, and I might call you, but you might come in. You might be like, "Oh, LR, bro, that line was cool, but shit, let me
Right.
take out these first two lines. Let me put this right here."
Yup,
and then,
yup.
but you the one laying the hook.
Yup.
I'm cool with that,
Right, me
Because
too.
still, when that verse come on, it's still gonna be LR.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like so.
Or even the rhythm of it. Like,
Right.
we could say the same thing,
Right.
but we might have a different cadence.
Right.
And you might like mine
Right.
better. I might like your
cadence
You know what I'm saying?
more
On
than
the real.
I'm open to that. I'm not insecure.
Yeah.
When it comes
and
to
I'm
that
gonna give you
shit.
your credit on
Yeah,
the joint.
and I'ma
you know what I'm
get-
saying?
yeah, we gon-
Because I'm like I said before, I'm a fan first.
Yeah.
Even Milwaukee niggas, like I
Yeah.
show love if a nigga's dope. Because
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
I know
yeah.
I can rap.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I want to hear other niggas that's dope because that's gonna make me doper. You know what I'm saying?
I be wanting to be around. You know what I'm saying? The cats that
Yup.
get,
And
you
the
know what I'm
niggas who
saying?
don't want to collab with you, or they sidestep you, or they even funny
Yep.
style shit, they threaten
Yep.
because they know you nice
and that's
on
it.
the real.
And that's it, bro.
Oh yeah, you know that.
That's
dog.
why I don't
Yeah.
even give that shit no energy, bro. I kind of
Right.
like
Just
I
fade
side
away,
eye
fade
niggas and
away.
just fade, bro.
Yup.
And then it's like it be so funny because when you them niggas,
Yeah.
them same niggas got to double back around. Oh man, that's
Right.
what's good with you? Oh, what's good with you? Yeah, what's good with man? Come on, bro. With that, come on, man.
Ain't
On the
nothing
real.
good with me, my brother. Ain't nothing
real.
good.
Oh, now you can come holler at me because one of your homies came to me and got a
Yeah,
hook.
got a
You know
hook.
what I'm saying? Or some
Right.
shit like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like so. I don't know, bro. This should be funny style. Like you said, it should be funny to be, but
But yeah,
motherfuckers know who the rappers is, bro,
and who not,
and who
yeah.
not. Motherfuckers know,
And
bro.
who not for real?
You know, that's why I don't ever feel the need to address these niggas by name.
Right.
Because it's like I don't have to because
Nah, you ain't got to do that.
ain't none of you niggas
Yeah, man.
gone. Yeah. Out rap me. And then it's like the niggas that's dope, the niggas that is dope and that is rapping for real is my homie. So it's like
Right.
it's like so I mean everybody outside of that. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's everybody outside of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. My homies know who they is, like
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. So,
You know, but yeah.
that'll bring us to the good topic too, man. Like I said, I wanted to get into a new segment, man, called Liner Notes, yo. Since we talking about ghostwriting, and if you from back in the day, if you actually read liner notes back in the day, you would know who wrote what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's hard to find liner notes on shit. You can get on genius.com. So you can get on there, and sometimes they'll have the producer who produced what lyrics to the songs and stuff like that. But back in the day, we actually had to buy the shit.
right.
Fucking CD, Dar, you still do that shit. You still buy physicals.
Yeah, my new Nas, the Nasir just came the other day, 2 copies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I buy physicals too. Sometimes if everybody's seen the background, man, I buy a lot of collectible stuff, hip hop shits,
Yeah.
vinyl. But that's where we, sometimes that was the best part about buying that shit, dog. You opening that, you pulling that plastic off of that CD, man, or that tape cover.
Man, it's nostalgic.
You remember it was a tape, dog, and you pull it out, take the tape, and you open that motherfucker up and you flip it open, dog. You look at all the pictures on the inside. And then you just, while you hit play on that motherfucker, and while it's playing, you just get to read.
Yeah.
Who produced by
everything in that motherfucker all the way down to who played the bass string.
Yeah, whoever played the guitar on that motherfucker, the drums, what studio they recorded that shit in. Even though you didn't know nothing about that shit, you still wanted to know.
You wanted to know.
Like, D&D studio. Mixed by who and all this other stuff.
Yeah, master engineer.
Yeah, one of the dopest master engineers from Liner Notes, if Cass Brian Big Bass Gardner. I don't know if y'all, I
done heard of Big Bass.
You probably haven't heard of Big Bass Gardner.
Heard of that name
dog, all the old Dr. Dre shit, Royce's new album, the Book of Ryan, he mastered that shit. He mastered that shit.
That's another legendary.
Another legend, dog.
Royce the 5.
Wait till we get into my the albums I picked for Liner Notes. You're gonna hear his name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear his name.
Yeah.
Some old shit too. And you're gonna be like,
that's
damn,
I got turned on to Royce in high school, bro.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I was the cat that beat on the lunch table.
He been around for a minute.
While my homie was rapping.
He been writing for cats for a minute too.
Yeah, bro.
So
Royce is man, he ridiculous.
Yeah.
He wrote for Dre.
Yeah.
Chronic 2001.
Yeah. So
did Eminem.
Yep.
So we're gonna get into the Liner Notes, man. That was the thing, that we did, man, that kind of, it made you connect with the music more. Like now, with social media, you connect with artists more because it's all visual and Instagram and YouTube and shit. Back then, the only thing we had was when that nigga came out with an album.
Yep.
That's all you had. And maybe maybe an interview in a magazine, a Source magazine or Double XL or, when the magazines was around.
Now you gotta hope your shit don't get leaked.
Yeah, now you gotta hope the shit don't come out a month before you wanted to come out.
Can you trust your engineer and shit like that? Like
your shit come out before you even get the liner notes together and shit.
Right.
You ain't even get that shit typed up.
We ain't even got the whole booklet put together.
This shit on the streets already.
Engineer sold the whole project for a bag.
Yeah, dog. Dog, what can I get that 3.5 for? Let me get that new Nas album.
Damn.
There you go, dog.
Right.
For a 50 bag. Right.
You sold this one for $500. You was a lame.
Before you even get to the liner notes.
Man.
But yeah, man, that was like the dope shit we did, man. Liner notes, man. And that's how I found out about a lot of producers. That's how I found out about a lot of samples came from. Because I had, I still got a bunch of vinyl now, and a lot of this vinyl I have now is the same vinyl I had from when I was in high school when I first found hip hop.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come get some vinyl from you during the next. Well, remember I already told you, you know what I'm saying? When you coming in on the executive producer.
Yeah, we're going for the next one. Shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was, we get in and we start looking, and I read the liner notes to a hip hop album, and I say, man, it was sampled. Where did they get that sample from? I remember when I first found DOS Effects, when they first sing it, they want effects. The DOS Effects. You remember that sample?
Yeah.
Some old James Brown shit, dog, off Black Caesar. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep, that's a fact.
But I found that out from liner notes, and what I do, I go through my vinyl, what I got, the whole Black Caesar soundtrack. What I do, put that shit on my sampler, nigga. I sampled that shit. I made a beat to it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Dope as
but
fuck.
I didn't.
Like you found a hidden jewel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from reading my liner notes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I used to do that
shit
a lot.
Will give you some insight on some
a lot of shit,
bro. That's how I found out about, because I didn't know nothing about Mike Dean, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was like, who's that?
But I had been hearing these different records that he didn't touch, and I'm like, man, whoever this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? Then I keep hearing it, Mike Dean. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, goddamn, like who is Mike?
Yeah.
And then seeing cats like even now, like the new, like the new cats and
still
or the cats that still, they like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Like he'll give his whole project to dog.
Yeah,
like,
he did a lot of shit with Kanye. Everybody,
like,
really. Everybody.
And I'm like, damn, this cat is dope, bro. Like,
but that it takes you. You have to. But
I wouldn't have knew had I not.
Had you not looked that shit up,
I would have never knew that.
Right.
No.
I would have. There's no way you could. I would have known that just on my own, or saw a video on BET and be like, I think Mike Dean.
Mike Dean did that.
Like,
that. And me being an engineer, I used to look stuff up to see who engineered shit. You know what I mean? And then what I would do is I would look, and then I would find other stuff that they mixed, so I could find some similarities and the work that they did, or what did they do different for certain artists. You know what I'm saying? And since I was an engineer too, I always wanted to know what studio did cats record in. You know what I mean? And I would go to their motherfucking website and like, damn, they got this equipment, they got that equipment.
Yo,
I would be all the way into the shit, yo. Yeah.
Yo, y'all giving me a new insight into shit. Cause like when I used to open the inserts and flip through the shit, the farthest I went was like to the thank yous and the producer. I never thought about who mixed it, who engineered it.
Yeah.
So now I got a whole new perspective because my mind, from being in the studio now and shit, I do pay attention to how they do it.
How an engineer does
so
what
now
he
I
do.
will go
and
back
what he
and see.
sound like.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's dope though. Good
and then
looking.
too, man, like too is just good, especially I feel like when you a creator yourself.
Yeah.
It's good to do that shit, bro, because when you fall in love with, like, for me personally, just my personal experience, when I fall in love with like certain sounds, or like certain, you know what I'm saying, like just certain tones, the way it's coming through the monitors to me, I'll be like, damn, like, man, that sound right there. Man, I'll do this with that sound.
Yeah.
And it'll be totally different from what the artist did. But I'll just be like, man, who did that? Like, who did he go to? And it might be, and like a lot of times it be cats that you ain't never heard because they behind the scene. You don't know, you ain't got no recollection of these cats. Like, and then you go and see a random name and then you get to digging and be like, damn, he worked on that too.
Yeah, he worked on that.
Like he worked. And then before you know it, he done worked on some of your favorites. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even know, like, so that's why I do it, like, too. So then when I am working with like a producer or somebody executive producer, I can be like, hey, bro, I was listening to so and so. Man, the dude that was doing the mixing on that, man, I want to go like that direction, but like, can we do it? Like, and you start, I feel like that's how sounds is created, bro. Like that's how different, you know what I'm saying? Like different sounds is created. Like,
like the orchestration of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like y'all making me think right now, like one person that I probably did get into deep like that was Salam Remy.
Salam Remy,
Like,
he does a lot of shit.
He worked with a lot of people that I wouldn't think because I'm just so used to focusing on him with hip hop. But he did a lot. Like Primo did some shit. Primo's my favorite fucking producer. You know what I'm saying?
We don't get into top
That's
producers
a fact.
for sure.
That nigga did some shit with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Or some shit with
I paid for that shit too.
not Bruno Mars. What's the other cat? Miguel. He did some shit with, and even them beats I write some fire to.
See what I'm saying? It's like, see what I'm saying?
And you get to them liner notes, that's where you find that shit out at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get to one. We're gonna go to, since we was talking about Ghostwriter, man. Let's get to a notorious album in hip hop history for having so many collaborators and so many different people. The Chronic, 2001. Dr. Dre.
Okay.
We were just talking about that, right?
Yep. I bought that on cassette too.
Yeah.
I ain't never got into this.
Damn.
To this right here, so this is gonna be.
You ain't never got into this one?
I ain't never dug
Shout
into this.
out to Hitman. Where Hitman at? You know what I'm saying? Oh, word the mother. I was thinking about him a while ago.
He's the hidden dude behind Dr.
That's
Dre.
a fact. That's a fact.
So we gonna get into, since we were talking about ghostwriting and all that shit, we're gonna get right into it. 2001, man, The Watcher. Right? Y'all remember that song? Everywhere that I go. And who rapped that song? Just think, Dr. Dre, right?
Yep.
But who wrote that shit? Written by the DLC, Nas,
Damn.
Nocturnal,
DLC,
and Eminem.
Wow.
Fucked me right on up with that shit. All them niggas wrote that shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm finna really go back and listen to that
Now
shit,
I'm
dog.
finna have to, bro. You finna make me. Yeah, I'm finna go dig up some old shit in the iTunes.
That's one thing about Halo, man.
Add it to the iTunes, bro. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, cause that one right there.
Like
just,
you think, don't it? Yeah, look.
Yeah, bro. Cause hey, look, right when you said DOC, I'm like, it made me go.
But DLC wrote, but listen, DLC wrote a lot of stuff in them early on that he didn't get a lot of credit for.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
And he admitted to it himself. He said, "Man, I was drugged out. I was in some other shit, so I wasn't on top of my shit, and it just happened that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?" But let's get back to, so that's the first one, The Watcher, right? Those your writers on that one. Produced by Dr. Dre and Mailman. Mailman was the other hidden cat behind Dre too.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Sam Snead too, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? On the real.
What's the next song? Fuck You, featuring the one with Devin the Dude on there. But that was written by Hitman, Devin the Dude, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, because I think Snoop was on it, yeah. This is the big one that a lot of people didn't know. Still DRE. Still riding them hoes with them Lolos, cuz. You know what I mean? You remember that one?
Yeah.
Written by.
Come on, man.
Slim.
Come on, bro.
Take a guess.
Royce or Slim?
Jay-Z.
That's right. Jay-Z
wrote that
True
song.
indeed. True indeed. He did.
The whole thing.
I fucked up.
Bro.
Yep. Listen to
whole
the
thing.
flow. Listen to the flow. You can hear
on,
that
go back
flow,
and
my
listen
nigga.
to
Bro, it's in my...
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm running it in my
Run it
head.
through your
I
head.
fucked that out,
Run it
bro.
through your
I
head.
feel like such a kindergartner right now.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, man.
All the pauses, the nuances, and everything on the road.
I'm doing the pauses, the rest, and the flow.
But Snoop talked about it on he had a show on, I think he's still doing it on YouTube. He had like a little live show. He talked about it, and he had Strong Arm Steady on there on that episode, and they was talking about ghostwriting. And he said it. He said that they actually had that song. Dre had the song. He said him and Dre wrote it a couple times, and they had other people write it, and couldn't nobody write it better. And it was like, fuck it, Jay-Z wrote it, and it was like they picked the best one. Jay-Z wrote the best one, and they said this the one we gonna use.
And like you said, somebody else using somebody else, but y'all got that. But the song needed the West Coast flavor,
Right.
And that's what Drake.
But this is an East Coast
and
nigga.
Snoop,
Like,
and Snoop,
you know what I'm saying? They gave, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
They gave it to the right
and when
nigga,
Snoop
man.
talked about
that's
it.
the beauty of music, bro.
Yeah.
Like right
Exactly.
there, like how
when he
great
talked
muse.
about it too on his show, he even said that he was like, dog. He said the dope shit about it was, he wrote it. It was still
I
a
did
West
not
Coast
know
song.
that.
He wrote it to where we could rap it and it sounded like
fuck
us.
my wife up with that when I get home.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
gonna
man.
be tripping like what?
Yeah, so that was
She
that
gonna
was,
hit the Google on it.
On
like,
here, the official written is Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, but Snoop Dogg came. He said Jay-Z wrote the whole thing, everything.
Now, I want to imagine, like, because on that documentary, the Fade to Black shit, I think, when he first heard that Timberland beat, the Dirt Off the Shoulders, the way he reacted or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just picturing him reacting to that Still Dre beat.
That shit came on.
And picking up the vibe.
Yeah.
How he just sat there and
Yeah,
maybe
probably
came
picked
up
it,
with
yeah.
that shit. Probably
Yeah.
off the dome, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm just running the flow down. I'm like,
Yeah.
Here, another track off that album, man. Explosive, another popular track off of that shit.
Fire.
Explosive.
Yup.
come on, bro. Don't
With
do
that-
It
that.
was
that
on that
guitar
song
riff and shit.
featuring Hitman, Corrupt, and Nate Dogg, right?
Yep.
Produced by Mailman, Dr. Dre. I probably more Mailman than Dr. Dre. Written by Nate Dogg, right? Corrupt. Of course, we got Dr. Dre on there because he on the song.
I knew Corrupt had to be a
Hitman, of course. 6'2" is a writer on there, and the main writer is Royce the 5'9". There you go.
Damn.
So
The main writer.
he probably wrote the Dre verse. Probably he used to write for Dre. Yeah.
I can definitely. Wow.
Right. So
Wow. That's crazy. West Coast shit. Yeah.
what's
man.
the next one? What's the difference? That was another one. Eminem and what's the difference between me and
Hey,
you?
but again, like you said, Dre is.
He ain't out here claiming to be no MC.
He ain't never claimed to be no fucking MC, dude. He ain't never claimed to. He just put out dope shit.
Dope shit. Yeah.
You know, so
He a musician.
Hey,
So
right.
this one, man. What's the difference? Y'all remember that? What's the difference between me and you?
Yeah.
So that's featuring Eminem and Exhibit, but the writers are not Nocturnal as an extra writer and Mailman. So, what's another famous one on there?
That was another. Yeah, that was another joint off of. Yeah. What's the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Exhibit got a few writer credits, huh?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see the next episode. Let's see. So that one. Hold up. Hey. So
Yep. Another. Yep.
so
huge
writers on that. So produced by Mailman and Dr. Dre. But the writers on that would be because on featuring Corrupt, Nate Dogg, and Snoop Dogg. Writers on that one. Snoop Dogg on that song. Yeah, he was on that one. Just a swanking in this motherfucker swanking my hair. Yeah. All right, okay. All right, yeah, that is that. So the writers on that would be the DOC, Corrupt, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, Miss Rock, I don't know who that is. David McCullum.
She was just in the studio that day.
I don't know. She got official page on here. She was with After All. She was signed to Aftermath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was short, but she probably got signed to be a writer. So
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Who else on here? Some other writers. Let's see. So this Let's Get High featuring Hitman, Corrupt, and Miss Rock, but that was actually written by Eminem, Corrupt, Hitman. Let's see some other ones on here.
Is that what's the name on there? Forgot about your
So this is a good one on that album. I don't know if y'all remember. This was like one of the last songs, The Message, that featured Mary J. Blige on that album.
I remember.
You remember that? It was one of the last songs, and it
Like
was just
the
it
outro.
was like an outro type
Real
right before
laid
the
back
outro.
type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yup.
And this was the song I think he made about his brother, his
Yup.
guy, or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that the
got
one with
killed.
like the piano ballad? Like
Yeah,
believe so.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Damn, I remember
And that
shit.
was
Okay.
the one Dre just rapped by himself.
Yup.
Right? With just Mary J. Blige. I think or somebody else was on it too. But that was produced by Lord Finesse.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, that's ill. That nigga.
But it was
Lord
written by Lord Finesse and Royce the 5'9".
Damn, Royce.
Royce been fucking with Dre for a long time. Long time. He actually turned down a deal with Dre.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas. Joel Ortiz, Rakim.
Joel Ortiz was signed to Aftermath at one point too.
Yeah.
So
Rob
That's
was
another
supposed to.
but
nice
yeah,
song.
that was some dope, you know. That was some liner notes.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The crunk that fucked me up.
That one got you there
I'm
now
not
for a minute.
that messed me up, bro.
Yeah.
You finna have me going home. I'm finna
Go
yeah.
study like, hold
Whole
on
new
now.
perspective.
Bro, that I was not expecting that. Some of them names on there, I was not expecting that, bro. Especially, I was not, especially not expecting Royce to pop up as often
Yeah.
as he did,
And
bro.
I didn't even go through all the songs, man. So.
DLC, yeah, I
expect DLC
yeah, I
'cause he
expect
was part of
DLC
the
to pop.
camp,
Right,
yeah.
I expect DLC to pop up, but damn, man, Royce, yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
man. So, I mean, I could probably even go back to. I wonder which other one he was on. Some other Dre shit. Not that one. Some other. I mean, I'm sure that the other just the regular Chronic. I bet you that shit was.
Okay.
All kinds of writers on there, but
That that made me. So it made me think about. It made me go back to some Pac shit.
which one?
Did Pac? I want to know who wrote. Did Dre write his own verse on California Love?
All right, hold on. Let's go back here. I'll do it real quick.
I gotta know, bro. I gotta
know. All right, let's do it. Hold on. Let's see.
because you know what I mean? Because the cadence of the flow, you get what I'm saying? Like, think about it for a minute. Now let me, you know,
Yup.
think about it. Like, I don't know, man. You know, Pac might have slid him that one.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what they got on here officially.
Yeah, see what they got.
Yeah, because didn't Dre give him that beat? He gave him a few beats, so he might have been like, "Well,
You see
give
what
me
I'm-
some
What
bars
was the song
then,
called?
nigga."
It was
Even exchange.
what was
Right.
the song? The California
Yeah,
Love.
California Love.
featuring Dr. Dre and Roger Troutman. So, damn. Well, they put more people on here because I think they had the sample in it. So, produced by Dr. Dre, written by, there's a lot of writers on here. Chris Stanton, Ronnie Hudson, Michael Hooks, Joe Cocker. I think that's because from the sample that they have in there. But yeah, it got Tupac and Dr. Dre. Yeah, so it's too many people on there to figure that one out.
Okay.
Unless I go up to this one, let me see. Written by Tupac and Dr. Dre. I'm sure Pac wrote the shit though.
Right.
Yeah, because
That's what I'm
like, think
thinking,
about think about how he spit the verse, bro.
Yeah.
Money making machines.
Right, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you can easily hear Pac rapping that verse.
Yeah. Let's get into the other one, yo. The other album that we got. I know it's your favorite, man. One of your favorites of all time, Darian. We were actually doing this straight from the vinyl, yo. Put that up for the camera, man. Show them the one we gonna do, man.
Yeah,
The cover.
The Philly.
the official cover.
Yeah, the official cover, man. That Nas Illmatic.
Uh-huh.
That is the
Years
actual original
Bridge
vinyl.
finest.
Yeah.
That is the original
QB.
vinyl from '93. So I still got that shit for sure.
Classic. Masking tape and all that.
Masking tape, everything on there. It's official.
Yeah,
Straight hood shit.
It's official. On the real.
Hell yeah, man. Just go through that, man. You know, who produced what, and you know, lay that shit out, dog.
Yeah, give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something, man. Cause I'm finna. Hey, it's the weekend too. Oh yeah, I'm finna go home, post something up.
Well, you know, you got the Genesis. The Genesis opened the shit up. But then we go to New York State of Mind.
Okay, yeah, hit me with
And then of course you got Primo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who produced that? Recorded at D&D. And let me see. Damn.
Yo, what's your favorite joints on there, man? Which ones you know?
Shit, one of my favorites, dog, is Memory Lane, man.
Who produced that one?
Primo produced.
Primo
that
did
shit.
that
Primo.
one. What samples they put on there? Because you know they use mass samples on there. What do you got on there?
Assistant engineer Luis Teneo contains sample of "We're in Love" as performed by Ruben Wilson.
See, some like
Yeah,
who
so
would
that'll
think
make
like
you search. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, but that shit is dope right there. He got busy on that rapid fire lyricism.
What's the other one? Everybody know the other one, man. Let me see.
Yeah.
It ain't hard to tell. That one, man. What's the shits on there?
You know that shit is. Let me see. Extra P, Large Pro.
Large Pro produced that.
Yup.
You did.
Yeah.
Engineer Anton sample this. Young King, that's classic in New York. Human Nature, you know who that is.
Human Nature,
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Large Pro.
I remember when that song first came out too, dog, and I remember seeing the video because that was his first single off that album, and I was like, man, I couldn't figure out that sample in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, until I got the album and I looked at it, I was like, that's what it was, that fucking Michael Jackson. I couldn't figure it out for nothing in my head, man, but liner notes.
Yo, but check it. It got something else on here.
It's another sample in there too.
Yeah, Kool and the Gang.
Yeah, what song from Kool and the Gang?
I guess it's called NT. Yeah, it's called NT.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song. Yeah, I didn't know that shit.
See, man.
Liner notes, yo.
Fuck around, come across some Jews and come back and drop.
Yeah.
Where you get that from?
Where you get that from? None of your business.
None of your
nigga.
mother.
Yeah, man. But that was like for me, man, that was the dopest shit about buying an album, man, was the liner notes.
Yeah.
Because I was into that shit, man. Hey, let me see that shit. Let me see one. Since you still a rookie on liner notes,
Yeah,
man.
I was going to pass it over to you. I ain't even going to front.
You're a rookie on liner notes over
You're
here.
a producer too, so you know more about that shit than me.
So, One Love, produced by Q-Tip. Yeah, I don't know if people knew that.
Yeah, definitely.
Contains a sample from Smiling from Billy Sweet, Part 2. Man, who knows? As performed by the Heath Brothers. Like, that's when you digging, yo.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
The Heath brothers.
Exactly.
The Heath brothers.
Like, come on, bro. If you go dig us with, bro, you probably come out with some stupid sample from the Heath brothers.
Yo, music is like mathematics. It's just infinite. It's infinite. You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorites on here, The World Is Yours, produced by Pete Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For Mecca and the Soul Brother Productions. I used to always want to see that too, like what cats used to call their production companies and shit.
Yeah.
Like Premiere Works of Art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Works of art.
Works of Art. So if you see that, that's all Premiere shit.
right,
yeah.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then Pete Rock, you know, Mecca and the Soul Brother Productions. So recorded at Battery Studios. Back in the day, man, those was big studios back in the day for hip hop in New York. Battery and D&D. You know what I'm saying? Like those was, I think even Premiere, if I remember right, don't get me wrong, I think even Premiere bought D&D Studios at one point because they was closing down.
Yeah, it's headquarters now.
Yeah, or something like
Headquarters, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like you will always see D&D Studios, D&D Studios, D&D Studios. You know what I mean? And then you would hear artists talk about it while they rhyme. And I remember Karis once, hey, I'm in studio busting such and such at D&D Studios.
DITC lived in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, and then like being an engineer coming up, like, man, I want to go to that motherfucking studio so bad. You know what I mean? Like I want to see this shit, man. I want to work in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit made me want to be a dope engineer because you like, damn, if they got a studio and all these cats coming to that studio, shit, I want a studio like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was it? It was another sample in there that I wanted to. Where did it go?
You don't know how bad I wanted to ask Large Pro, bro. Man, let me get a track, bro.
Yeah, when you met him,
bro, because I heard some shit coming out the monitors, bro.
Man, I bet you he got.
He
got some shit in the stash, yo. That's
bro. I heard at least like 3 tracks. I heard at least like 3 joints, bro. I'm in there like.
Now you know who else on here out in this album, man. I like was So Life's a Bitch was an artist, a producer on here that a lot of people didn't know about at the time. LES, he was a cat from the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's the homie right there.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And I watched the Drink Champs when he was
That's
on there.
a
Drink
fact.
Champs,
Exactly.
and he was
Yep.
talking about how, Nas, he used to,
I'll
was
be
making
watching
beats.
Drink Champs. too,
Yeah, I can't watch it too much because some cats get way too drunk sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes
sometimes
the
they
conversation get
it go way
off. Like this conversation on the Golden Era go off sometimes, but that conversation go way off sometimes.
Yeah.
But LES was on there and he was talking about, how, Nas came to us because specifically like, somebody from the neighborhood, you know what I mean, to get a beat on there. And he had that beat with the sample, man. What sample was that? Yearning for Your Love, from the Gap Band.
From
yeah,
Gap Band.
Yeah, that's what that was.
He
yeah.
still roll with that nigga too.
Yeah.
On the real.
Dun.
That nigga's nice. LES is the truth.
Then was the dope, dope.
Hey, dog, brother was nice too.
Who?
Nah,
His brother?
yeah.
Jungle.
Dog nice too, bro.
Yeah, I don't even think he rapped no more though. He just be doing
No,
it.
he don't.
Yeah, he on
But
some
they was
business
nice.
shit.
You remember the Bravehearts album?
Bravehearts, yeah.
You remember that?
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
Braveheart
that dude
on
was
the
nice,
real.
dog. Like to me, bro. Like he was nice, dog.
He the shooter.
That's who told Nas about Dave East.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they got linked.
Yeah, man. So that was just a little segment, man. I'm going to try to do liner notes, man. I hope
Yeah, I like that, man.
you like that.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you picked the perfect
dude.
album too. With
Yeah,
the
Bro, and the perfect album to pop it off on, bro.
Yeah.
I know that's the album that everybody gonna be like,
Love. Yeah, people like that. Like, damn.
what? I ain't know that.
But everybody knew that Dre wasn't writing rhymes. but you didn't know that.
Yeah, we knew that Dre
Royce
wasn't
wrote
writing,
that,
but we
and
like
such and such wrote.
Like I said, I did not expect that messed me up. I did not expect to hear Royce da 5'9" that many times for that for that legendary album.
Yeah.
Right there, I did not expect to hear Royce da 5'9". Oh, one time maybe, but like 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6 records. Like damn, it's like
Yeah.
what the like whoa. Even Exhibit shit. Exhibit
yeah.
popping up 2, 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, he was West Coast, but it's like Exhibit though.
Yeah.
Like
The Liquid Crew.
you know, I'm like, damn. I mean, of course, you expect to hear DLC with them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Royce da 5, that messed me up completely. That took me completely off guard.
But yeah, I hope that, sparks some interest in these cats, man. Especially we got some younger cats listening. Try and find out. You got your favorite artist.
And these younger
try and
producers.
Try and find out who they produced the beat.
Yeah,
try
these
and
young
find
producers, man, like digging y'all, getting y'all bag, man.
Yeah, try
All
and
you
find
little
out.
Serato niggas.
Right.
Yeah, try and find out who wrote what, man. What studio they recorded at. Maybe they got a dope engineer or something.
Yeah.
You might want to use.
Dig,
you know what I'm saying?
Dig up some of them. Dig up the Heath brothers.
Yeah, the Heath brothers. You know what I'm saying? Find you
up the
somebody out
Heath
here digging in the
brothers.
crates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
man.
find you something. So,
I can't wait. I can't wait to start the next project.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig up some. I'm gonna be like, damn, I ain't heard that since '78.
Yeah, I be wanting to fill it. If I
That's
work
the
on a
year I
project,
was born,
man,
my nigga.
Want to fill up some liner notes
On the real,
Shit,
that was
for
love.
real. So yeah, I hope people enjoyed that, man. Next episode, I'm gonna find something else.
Yeah,
and
keep that going, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
make that a set. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
especially for like the MCs, man.
Yeah,
The
I think a
MCs
lot of people
really
gonna lock into that.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like he did what? So
I gotta see who was on this. I gotta see. Yeah.
yeah, man. And like I said, we talked about ghostwriting, and like I said, back at those times, 2001, 17 years ago. But even before that, it was writing for other people, man, was not frowned upon the way it is with some people now. So, it's all good, Ghostwriters, writing, getting into your liner notes, study your craft. You want to be dope at this shit, study your craft, know what people out here doing. That's why we did liner notes, because we wanted to know who did what, but we was also up and coming in hip hop and in rap and producing and making beats and rhyming and breakdancing and graffiti, shit like that.
Yeah.
So we wanted to know who did the cover art. We wanted to know who was the dopest cats out there recording and making beats and shit like that. So, that's where it really came from for me. So let's get into the main topic, man. Since we named off some producers here, let's get into our top producers, top 10 producers of all time. Who you got in your list? Because like I said, without the MC, without the producer, you can't have the dope MC, because ain't nobody dropping acapella albums.
True. This is true.
You know what I'm saying? You might get a beat with no drums in it, but ain't nobody dropping no acapella.
They'll give you an acapella on the album.
On the album.
They ain't giving you no acapella album.
You ain't getting no acapella album. So the producer is important, man. And the different types of producers, the role of a producer, man, is important. I think I used to have this thing about, I used to tell people, man, like when I stopped making beats, like I don't make beats no more, but I could produce your album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I may not pound on no drums and play no keys, but I bet you I could produce your album though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that's the difference. I try to look at, a producer, or you just make beats. You know what I'm saying? Or do you make beats and you a producer? And
you're a producer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's definitely, it's a difference.
Since you still in the game rhyming, man, like what do you think about as far as, that like, how do you prefer to work with the producer? What do you think about that, as far as, because we're going to get into our top 10 producers, man. I just want to know quick, what kind of producer you prefer here? Like, you like somebody just send you beats, or you just,
I mean, I can work both ways, but my preference, I'd rather be in there with them, man, or at least catch the vibe or the concept of the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, first. But I just think that's better. Like, I just think it's better because anybody can send you some anybody can send you a folder with 10 with 10 with you know what I'm saying, some with 10
ass beats.
Yeah, with some random ass beats with like 10 beats, and there's a chance that all 10 of them motherfuckers might not even
go for
match
what you're working on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then it's like if you do find one, then it's like I gotta say this shit, like I blame it on some of the rappers too, bro. Like
being lazy,
being yes man, yeah, and being like lazy, bro, and not really wanting to dig deep, you know what I'm saying, to try to really be a creator.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like motherfucker just pick one and then, this nigga cold, he the coldest producer. Why, bro? Because he gave you a folder, a 10-pack, and you picked one.
Yeah, and you pick one out the 10-pack.
You know what I'm saying? Out of there, he just make beats, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the coldest producer. No, you don't. You have the coldest beat maker.
He made you a beat. Yeah.
That nigga made you 10 beats.
I get so many fucking emails for free beats, I just delete them.
Yeah.
I don't listen to none of that shit.
I hate.
Why not, man?
Because it's just like
shits be whack.
Yeah, and then they give you like a link to their fucking page and shit, and download this for free, and you'll get so many this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when I'm fucking with a nigga that's official, like if it's like personal in a DM or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that has happened, but like all them email links, because everybody got a fucking free beat now.
You sending everybody.
Oh yeah,
but
I mean that's cool.
But everybody in the know with the same shit.
Yeah, and then look, when I press play, sometimes I give it a chance. When I press play, as soon as it come in with that same fucking sound that everybody use,
or that same
that
bounce,
shit right off. Yup,
right away. It's like
the same clap, the synth and shit.
You know,
no, I'm good.
But yeah, I'd rather sit there and
That's what I always liked, man. Is I always liked working with the artists. Like, we're gonna work on some shit. We're gonna really work on some shit, man. Like, I don't want to just, here go a beat. There you go, bam.
Like how when me and you, when me and you first started working together, like
we need to sit down.
You told me right off the bat, you was like, bro, I'm not one of them. We know.
Yeah.
We doing this like this. We got to do this if we go do this.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We gonna
like
do,
this.
And I was like, yeah, like hell yeah. Like I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
because it be
some
shit, that's what everybody
shit.
be like. All right, bro. Them like 3 beats, bro. Just
holla at me on Friday.
Nigga hit me when you trying to lay that shit.
Yeah,
it's like. But yeah, like I remember we like sat down, like we like, okay, look, I think you should come like this because
This sound like this.
Yeah.
Don't come this hard. Come like this. You need to be like we really said and did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you like that type of feedback. Like, I like the constructive criticism and all that.
And I like that shit. I like it, and I can take it because I want to be the coldest
It's coming
spitter.
from a good place, though.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be dope at what I do. So it's like, shit, if motherfucker got something to offer,
at least I want to hear what you're talking about.
You know, or what accolades I got, I can be like, nah, nigga.
Yeah,
that
I
ain't
ain't
it.
hearing that.
That ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah, man. Nuh-uh. So I like them kind of producers, bro. I like the hands-on. You know, hey, I was listening to this and I thought about this and woo-doo-woo-doo, so I made this. Like, I like them kind of producers.
Yeah.
Like, not the ones that just, bro, I made you a 10-pack here. Like, and then send you about your way, like, you know, because anybody can do that shit, bro.
Like niggas that they'll construct the sound around you. Like when Alchemist do a project with Prodigy. Like
It'd be just for him.
It's just the darkness of it, the pace of the beats.
See, it's like how many cats you got that actually still do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They tell you to bring your shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they be like, man, I'm gonna build around.
Right.
I'm gonna orchestrate around that shit. Like that is rare, bro. That's rare. It's normally always a bass when the rapper walking in.
Yeah.
Like they got like a bass to the track or something like that, and then they gonna build on it or something like that. Or it's never like, oh, just hey nigga, I had this idea, do this and do this, put this sound right there.
Yeah.
Like I like that kind of producing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I, you know, like how shit, like you said, even if you ain't banging keys and you know, hitting drums and shit like that, shit, look at Puff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker
keys.
sit up and argue up and down. Oh, Puff ain't no fucking producer, bro. How he not, my nigga? You see what he did with Juicy?
Yeah.
You see what he
Styles
did?
P was
That's
just
a
talking
producer.
about that too.
You feel what I'm saying? That's a
We
producer.
talked about that on where?
On the Funk Flex interview.
Oh, in that interview?
The one I
I didn't finish yet? That long ass interview?
He
You know
talks
what I'm
about
saying?
how like Puffy could just, you know, he utilizes everybody around
that's
him.
around
him. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, but he's a hit maker.
That's a skill.
The nigga that proved like,
And the hit
nigga,
that was the name of his
hit
squad
record
and shit.
I know a hit record when I hear one.
Yeah, I know some shit.
And I
when
know
hear
how to,
it.
and I know the elements that it take.
To get that hit record
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Like-
joint he had with Black Rob was so fire. That I
one?
Love You Baby on his first album,
Yeah.
No Way Out, I think. The way they
man.
orchestrated
You know
that
what,
shit.
guys,
is a
but just
genius.
on some side shit, since this was supposed to be doing our top 10, but since this got on Sideways, when Puffy did with Method Man and Mary J. Blige, the All I Need, the remix shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah.
That. See?
Right there.
Like that.
Yeah.
That right
That
there
right
just
there,
prove
yo.
it's like nah, nigga, I didn't make this whole
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
didn't do
It was
all
3
that.
versions of that
it was,
shit.
It was nigga. I told them like y'all should do
This
right here,
this
then
kinda
put this
beat,
right there,
this
take
kinda
that
beat.
sound out, and then
Right.
sample this,
Yeah.
and then nigga.
Take that.
So,
Right. And then it was like top of the charts. It's like
yeah.
marrying them wouldn't have produced that on their own. You know what I'm saying? That was out of his brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like when he took Juicy to Big, like it's like, hey, dog, this song right here
gonna
was
be
the
the
shit.
Right. They kind of showed that in the movie. They portrayed
You know, yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? But if you use this right here, nigga, and we
Yeah.
put some shit right here, man,
Yeah, you're going to have some,
you know what I'm saying? And there probably was some cats in the studio like, nigga,
Yeah.
get the fuck out.
On
Nah,
the
that
list.
shit soft, man. Get the fuck, that shit lame. Like, and then that shit cut. You're like, whoa.
Damn, he had it for real.
There's somebody in their
Sup.
70s right now that can recite a lyric from that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a platinum
Just because
hit.
of that shit.
You know?
So, yeah, that's how I look at producers the same way, man. Like, it could be somebody just pounding out drums and beats and shit, and here you go. Or somebody that actually just got a vision and they got somebody else to,
Shit, look at DJ Khaled.
yeah, like he ain't,
You know? Everybody, man, he ain't no goddamn, yeah, man, but
he put that shit together.
he know the right motherfuckers. He keep putting the, you know, he got the same, he keep using the same motherfucker, but, you know, I guess when you find the formula, you just, you know what I'm saying?
Keep on going.
I can't knock him. You know what I'm saying? He keep putting the cats together and they keep
They keep producing.
they keep giving them to him. They keep giving them the record. So I'm like, okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Shit,
So
I mean, hey, you know, what you go tell him if he provide the records? And he like, look, dog, woo, woo. And then you know every album this nigga drop it go platinum, so it's exposure for you.
yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, oh, okay, let me go and get this free promo. Like,
Yeah. So let's get into our top 10 producers, yo. Let's get right to it. Who you got, Dari, man? Your top 10 producers, man.
Damn, can I even think of 10 of them? Cause it's not like rappers and shit.
Yeah, that's a lot,
man. 10 producers, that's not hard, man.
I definitely could pull.
But I guess I should be in my liner notes, man, and I should
Yeah.
do my shit.
Yeah, I gotta dig in my liner notes.
Yeah, but I know definitely Primo. Like I said, that's my first one. You know what I'm saying? DJ Premier. Because of the official, the boom bap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Premier is. Yeah.
His shit always sound like fucking like steel slamming against concrete to me. Like when he go to that zone, you know what I'm saying? But then Alchemist, I like Alchemist because I think Alchemist was like a pupil of Premier kinda, but with his own shit, of course.
He's actually a pupil of DJ Muggs, but.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like his other outside influences, that's right, because he come from that crew. You know what I'm saying?
Came up under Muggs.
Yeah, but them two, Eric Sermon, dog. You know what I'm saying? Who we was just listening to earlier with the new Ali Vegas and shit. Yeah, I love Eric Sermon, dog.
Yeah.
That Insomnia project he did.
He a legend to me, man.
Hell yeah. Chilltown, New York, EPMD. Them niggas
man, that
raised me.
Chilltown, I'm glad you said that. Let me
son,
add that
on,
back.
Son.
Nah,
I got that shit. I got the CD, son.
That Chilltown, New York shit, that shit was cold as fuck.
Eric Sermon.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's only 3, man.
That's 3. I like Dre, of course.
Dre, of course.
Because of the, he's like the Mozart of hip hop to me. Because of the orchestration and the sound and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as the symphony of it, the symphonics.
The sounds and shit.
Yeah. But also, too, though, Dre's the type of nigga, like, when you go in the studio with him, from looking at other artists who've worked with him, he'll bring out the best in their performance.
Yeah.
But that's what the producer's supposed to do.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I see, and that's why I would love to lock down with a producer and do a whole project, you know what I'm saying? But who else? Knots. We was talking about Knots earlier.
Knots,
I like Knots. And I've been feeling Apollo Brown like a motherfucker lately. The nigga Apollo Brown.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Apollo Brown for sure.
He been on
man.
super fire.
He been on a good run.
Yeah. Let me see, who else can I think of? Cause I be in the MC lane so much. The nigga V Don.
Hard nigga. Think of 10 like
yeah, V Don. He been doing this thing. V Don.
If y'all ain't got
music.
10, man, I'll let y'all off the hook, man. If you ain't got 10, cause
yeah.
I know y'all rhyme, so
right.
to y'all producers.
But then later on, the nigga be like, "Damn, I wish I would have thought."
Yeah, you gonna be like, "I wish I would have said."
But I think I hit y'all with like 7 good bullets. You know what I'm saying? And I got some legends in there.
All right, you missing plenty for sure. Then when I say them, you're gonna be like,
Large Professor, Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that did contributed to Illmatic.
Yeah.
Buck Wild.
Yeah.
Showbiz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Beat Miners.
Yeah, them cats was dope too.
You know what I mean?
Who you got, LR, man? What you guys? Some of your top producers, man.
Mine's probably gonna be a little newer.
Hey, that's whoever you got, man. I mean,
well, one of my new ones definitely Large Pro though.
Large Pro.
Because I heard that shit live, so it's like, damn.
Yeah, in the lab, when you in the lab, and
it was just something different hearing dog shit come through the monitors, but
yeah,
definitely Dre. I'm gonna throw Swiss in mine, man.
Swiss.
I like Swiss because
Swiss had a cold ass run.
Yeah,
though,
man. And he just dropped his new album too.
Did he?
Yesterday. It's called Poison. Yeah, he just dropped a new album. Check it out, yo. I gotta get into it. Matter of fact, tonight.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it ain't even been out 48 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I think it's called Poison. I want to say.
Cause I think I heard that title.
Yeah, I think it's called Poison. I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Swiss, man, and because of his dog just bring like an energy like no other, bro. Like I don't care who album he be on, the whole album could be whack. It's gonna turn up a little bit.
I
don't like how I don't like all the talking all the time.
Oh yeah, he do put his. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't like
talk on every beat he make.
I don't like all the narratives all the damn time, but when the Swiss track drop, bro, you know it's a fucking Swiss track,
yeah,
bro.
You know it's a Swiss track.
You do not get it misconstrued. You know it's him. And he gonna set the tone, bro, and he gonna make that record go up to 10 when it was on 5. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I fucks with Swiss, bro. Just Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze, man.
Just Blaze, bro, because dog,
My favorite shit from him, man, on that Jay on the Black album. Dun, dun, dun. It's another dope production. Just Blaze production.
Bro, it's like the way that
man,
that was the beat that made me like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like look at Dog and I'm like, dog, this nigga not regular.
Yeah.
Because Dog made that shit sound like he had a 12-piece orchestra in that motherfucker, bro. Like, so that was crazy to me, bro. So definitely Just Blaze, bro. Shit.
You had brain freeze, man, when you had to think about it. Yeah.
Well, fuck the legend, man.
Who?
The white dude, the old white dude, Def Jam.
Oh, you talking about Rick Rubin?
Dude.
Rubin. Yeah, he did a lot of shit. Man.
Yeah, you know, yeah, man. Who else, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all a bunch of nice ones, man. You gonna be like, oh,
hey, you know what? This probably kind of, you know who I like. You know who beats was cold to me, bro? Like, but like it's probably like y'all probably wouldn't even think like DJ Jazzy Jeff, bro.
Jazzy Jeff was dope.
That nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
Hey,
Let me tell you, last episode, man. Ricky Fontaine, you know Ricky.
Yeah.
So we did.
Me and Dog supposed to be working on the record. Matter of fact.
Did we do our top 10 MCs? What did we do? We did our top 10 groups. This nigga put Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince in his top 10 groups. Me and my guy was like, for real? He was like, dog. Then we had to sit there and think about it. It was like, yeah, they wasn't pretty
They
dope.
chemistry was like,
it was
yeah, bro.
Jazzy Jeff was a real, he was a real DJ,
he was a real DJ,
producer,
real producer.
Yeah, it was like,
dog, he had some dope ass little beats,
and
bro.
then you got to think about Summertime. You remember that shit?
Man, like when you heard that shit drop, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, DJ, I know motherfuckers at home probably gonna be like,
Jazzy Jeff, like, what?
Like, but yeah, bro, Jazzy Jeff, for sure. Man.
He did have some dope shit.
Shit.
See, man.
Yeah, man.
You brain freeze over there, dog.
Man, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta dig a little more, man. You find out them dope producers. You said what you said earlier. What, Mike Dean?
Mike Dean. Yep.
Yeah,
of course, Mike Dean. Retarded.
Yeah.
Yo, Tone and Poke, man.
Yeah, they had some dope shit back in the day, man. I remember they did 50 first, one of 50 first albums, man.
Yeah, Power of the Dollar. I had that shit, yo.
Like I told Tony Poke, they better have my bail.
Vegas was fucking with them too, on the real.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit, The Runners.
Yeah, The Runners.
I remember them.
I fuck with The Runners.
Okay.
Shit, Cool and Dre.
Yeah, because I started thinking about duo producers.
Yeah.
That's why I said them two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with The Runners, Cool and Dre.
Cool and Dre, yeah. They did a lot of dope shit. Fat Joe,
bro.
man, shit like that.
Cool and Dre.
The Neptunes.
Yeah.
I never didn't
Liked the for real,
man.
For
they had some dope shit, but then after a while,
that's how I feel though.
It was like
I won't deny their greatness, but it's only certain things I do like from them. You know what I'm saying?
Like I like for real. Like I wouldn't let them produce no whole album for me.
No.
A single.
But yeah,
right.
But I'm definitely going to Pharrell for a joint.
Yeah, he the type you only need one from.
You only need one.
That's all you're gonna be able to afford too. For the most part.
Yeah,
shit.
for that.
You're gonna be able to afford this.
If you lucky, if you cool with him, you might get two joints, but he gonna let you pick one out the two. Mm-hmm. You know, but definitely for real.
Okay. Yeah, that's a dope list, man.
Shit, man. DJ Toon. I fucks with Toon.
Yeah, Toon.
Dog just got that. He got them hard hitting ass, like, I don't know. It's like his kicks be like so predominant, bro. Like, and his dog snares be so like crackle.
Yeah,
like,
I feel
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel
yeah,
that.
it's like not like it's almost like equivalent to thunder, but not the bass of thunder. But it's like that. Like you gonna pay attention. Like when it snares, like you be like, damn, like it be shooting you or something. Like, like you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
most definitely, man. That was a dope list. Dope list.
Shit, I know. Damn, I know you said producer, but shit,
Group,
bro,
it don't matter.
Dungeon Family.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
was.
them, yeah, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got yeah.
yeah. Like, it's
It's a lot of dope.
it's a
ones,
lot,
man.
bro. Like,
Now that you see, now that you start trying to name them, you're gonna go back and you be like, man, let me go back and think of,
yeah,
you know,
It's-
who did
it's a-
did what, you know. So
it's a lot, man.
Let's do a part 2, my nigga. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you know, that shit change all the time, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? Top 10 MCs, all that stuff change all the time.
Yeah.
You know, especially
Yeah.
the more new people come out. So, you know, so for me, man, my top 10 producers, man, and I went, you know, I thought long and hard about who my number one was. Alchemist Dog is like my number one producer.
Damn,
yo.
yeah, I forgot
I
Alchemy.
feel you.
AOC, yo, like,
Straight up.
because I like that grimy shit, man.
Exactly.
I like that the samples, man. And he would find some off-brand ass samples, yo, and flip that shit and chop it and turn it into something.
Soulful.
Yeah, and you be like, damn, where you get that from?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Organized Noise, you know, all that fucking. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Organized
exactly.
Noise, man, with Outkast and all
Yeah.
them shits,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They just made a whole new sound for the down south at the time.
Yeah.
To me, Timberland,
Yeah.
because he.
Timbo the King.
Yeah, man. Tim, he had his own sound. Same way you talk about Swiss. Same thing with Timberland. Like, you know,
Yeah,
a
you know,
Timberland
yeah.
beat when that shit come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't mistake it.
Yeah, man. Of course, Dre, man. West Coast gangster shit. You know, a legend. Like you said, the motherfucking Mozart, the motherfucking hip hop and rap and shit. So,
Yeah.
which is probably why so many albums just didn't come out because he was too much of a perfectionist.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we didn't get to hear a lot of the stuff that he really could have put out.
Bet you his vault crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Premier, of course.
Yeah.
One of my, of course, that boom bap East Coast shit, man. I just love a lot of shit he did with MOP. Because MOP, one of my favorite groups. So, who else? RZA. I mean,
See, I fucked up.
That's a
RZA.
RZA.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's it.
RZA,
Okay.
I
yo,
fucked right
like,
on up.
all the Wu-Tang shit, man. Like, that nigga went on a cold-ass run for a long-ass time doing whole albums.
That blunted soul.
You
That's
know
what
I'm
he called that
saying?
shit.
So,
RZA.
RZA, Pete Rock, throw Pete Rock in there for show. I got Just Blaze in mind as well. Eric Sermon, of course, he a legend. And I'm gonna strike this one. I had Kanye, man, but now that Kanye, man, like,
He was in mine, bro. But
Go ahead.
man. Look, man. Look.
see, I don't get into all that.
We
other
the delegation.
bullshit. Yeah,
We the delegation
Yeah,
like to
trade,
like
Kanye.
to trade. Yeah.
See, I don't get into all his little personal
Yeah, bro.
little. I don't even fuck, dude. I don't care about all that shit. All I
But
care-
even musically, he's
the music part of
he's
it.
been letting me down.
Lately, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lately, so it's kind of
So-
like outside. So I
Honorable
and I-
mention.
Yeah, he was an honorable mention. So I had to scrap him from my top 10, man. And Apollo Brown has slid into my top 10, man, because he been putting me in
Absolutely.
work lately, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna have to dig into the
Full clip.
that shit with the fucking Joel Ortiz, then the
Yeah.
one before that, man,
You
with
said
Lock.
I'm gonna
It's called
check it. Mona Lisa. Yeah.
Then the one before that with Locksmith. Then the one before that with fucking Planet Asia,
Sky Zoo.
Anchovies. Then the one Sky Zoo, the one with Sky
Yeah,
Zoo.
banging.
He did the
Super
one.
lyrical.
He did the one with OC. I was telling you about that.
Yeah.
OC
Trophies, you
called
said?
Trophies.
Yeah.
That's old, though. That
I
was
gotta
like
check for that.
2012 or something like that.
Yeah.
That shit was a while
I'm
ago.
gonna have to do some digging this weekend.
Yeah, man. So he, Apollo Brown slipped into my top 10, man. I do have some honorable mentions, man. DJ Quick,
Yeah.
all the way. No ID,
Yeah.
cold with my
yeah.
shit. Vinny Idol, man, he done crept into some honorable mentions for me, man. With all the lock shit he been doing,
Yeah,
dog.
that's another one. That's true.
Yeah, man. And who else? For all my West Coast cats, man, and Banks and the Dangerous Crew with Too Short and all them cats, man. Cause I've been on some Too Short shit lately, yo. I've been listening to all my pimp shit, dog, the past couple weeks. So, so, and Banks, man, and all them cats, man, and the other one, man, the Bomb Squad, all the Public Enemy shit, man. And they did America's Most Wanted, all that shit, man, all the Public Enemy stuff. So, them cats was some of my honorable mentions, man. So, but yeah, I had to kick Kanye out of my shit.
Yeah, man, that's why I didn't even mention him, bro. I didn't even want to mention him on
just because of not even the bullshit he been on lately, but just mostly because just the music.
No,
the
damn
music
that.
lately.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole nother show. Yeah, damn that politics shit. But
the music lately has just been.
He been letting me down, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what is you doing? Man?
Like the single he got out right now.
Which one?
With Lil Pump. Yeah,
that's all I can say is. That's all I got.
Look, man. Look, man.
Yeah,
man. Just
give it up, man. You need to go back to just
go find Kanye after Through the Wire, bro.
For real, Jesus ain't walking no more.
Go back to Southside Chicago or wherever in Chicago.
Go wherever the
find
fuck
some
you
cats.
was at, or go find that chick.
He need to go get back with motherfucking Rhyme Fest, man. Go get back with Chi, man. And
Consequence.
Yeah, and all
Rhyme
cats,
Fest
man.
beat Eminem in the battle too.
Yeah. I met Rhyme Fest before, man.
Holler back.
Holler back at your cats, man. That you came up with.
Get
go
back
to your roots.
Get back
go
with
back to your roots, Bomber Clock boy.
Get back with Consequence and Rhyme Fest nigga. And get you
Common,
man. Get back with
get back with all them cats.
Remember
man.
Cabrini Green, nigga?
All that shit. So
fuck, bro. Yeah, come on back home, man. Come on.
We'll let you come back, man.
We miss you, bro.
You gotta make some dope music though.
I'm about to call the delegation on you, bro.
But yeah, that was my top 10 producers, man. We went through the liner notes. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. I think y'all like that.
That was dope.
Liner
man.
notes,
you
man.
Definitely gotta keep that a part of the
zone.
Yeah, man. So I like to thank y'all for coming, man, for this episode. This is the Golden Era Podcast. Like I said, goldenerapodcast.com or IG at Golden Era Podcast. Questions, comments, it's on SoundCloud, TuneIn, Stitcher, iTunes. Follow the podcast on wherever you listen to your pods at. And leave some comments, man. You got some questions, you got some stuff you want us to talk about over here, some topics we might be missing. Because let me tell you, man, having a podcast ain't easy. Coming up with all these topics and shit, man, that shit get hard sometimes trying to keep up. Especially when you're not trying to cover no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because I can cover the bullshit easy.
Exactly.
But I ain't trying to
give
do that.
You some good content.
Yeah. So I hope everybody enjoyed, man. Make sure y'all follow my man Dari Blue Star, LR, man, 414LR.
Yeah.
And I'm glad y'all came out. Thanks for coming. Peace.
In the other shit I left it, but we gon' break the knob on this bitch. Fuck the 7. Go ahead and hell it, man. Bump this shit if you smell it. This that shit that they love to hate. This that run it in the oven shit I left it. But we gon' break the knob on this bitch. Fuck the 7. Go ahead and hell it. Bump this shit if you smell it. Silence is golden and lately shit I've been meditating. See the elevation of these trees got me levitating. I see it clear, I peep real estate and it's plenty vacant. In this game that is so many aim and miss. They teach you when you pitch, you do not aim for the hits. But if the hits is adding up, don't you just aim for the pitch. Now I've been whipping this dish, they say it's all in the wrist. I'm like it's all in the heat. Make them feel it when you speak. I'm just knowing it's levels, contemplating on several. These renovations take detonations and demonstrations. Might wanna watch your placement, clean up, man, I came to scrape shit. It's all about foundation, I've been working on my basement. I keep it low like Spacey, I ain't your usual. Far from the bubble gum and the rapper shit that you used to. Got my utensils, how you want it, pen or pencil. Guaranteed though, either way, I could fry some up on your mental. This that shit that they love to hate. This that run it in the oven shit I left it. But we gon' break the knob on this bitch. Fuck the 7. Go ahead and hell it, man. Bump this shit if you smell it. This that shit that they love to hate. This that run it in the oven shit I left it. But we gon' break the knob on this bitch. Fuck the 7. Go ahead and hell it. Bump this shit if you smell it.
This is the Golden Era.